Okay, so these four areas, while you are appearing for the speaking test, be careful because in our daily lives, whatever you were speaking, whatever you were saying, nobody is gonna judge you and nobody is gonna evaluate you. Okay, but for IELTS exam, it's very important to have very good level of fluency in English. Number one. Secondly, you must have very good use of vocabulary. Are you capable of using vocabulary properly or not? Do you have ability to use different vocabulary or not? Okay. And number third, grammatical accuracy. They are very careful of observing your grammatical accuracy while you are speaking. Okay, because it's not a normal, you are not like just talking to your friends or anybody else. That's why it is called International English Language Testing System. So that will your grammatical accuracy will decide your level of English. Are you capable of applying different types of sentences, complex sentences? Are you able to use present perfect continuous tense? Are you able to use past perfect continuous tense? Are you able to use articles properly, prepositions properly, countable, uncountable nouns properly, agreement of verbs properly or not? So, all these areas the examiner will observe very carefully. And pronunciation, very important. And that's the common problem actually most of the people and students have pronunciation issue. Okay, suppose I'm giving you an example. What usually happens? For example, I'm asking you, Mahendra, how are you? How will you give me the answer? How are you? Yeah, that's the pronunciation. Normally, people do have to know, but you have to say, I'm doing great. So, great. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's how. So you have to work on your pronunciation a little bit so that you can sound properly. But yes, of course, you don't have to follow or copy any British or American speaker. You speak by yourself, but pronunciation should be correct. Keep in mind, accent and pronunciation are not same. Okay. American people speak with their own accent. British people also speak with their own accent. Indian people speak with their own accent. It doesn't matter if you are speaking with your own accent, but pronunciation has to be corrected. So let me just a little bit talk about what is the difference between accent and pronunciation. Do you know the difference between accent and pronunciation? You know. Mhm. No, no, not really. That's the right answer. Actually, accent means it depends on the region. For example, American people will speak or they always speak by their own accent, American accent. Suppose you are meeting an American, they will say, "Hey, how are you?" See? How they're speaking. Hey, how are you? How are you? Because it's their accent. When you are talking to someone from Britain, England, London, they will say, hey, how are you? How are you? So that's the different thing. Indian people say, how are you? Very clearly. So this is called accent. In America also, if you go to different places in America, they have different way of speaking because it depends on the region. So accent is all about region. If your accent is by your own, you are using your own accent, fine, no problem. The examiner will not deduct your marks. But pronunciation means a word, every word has a specific pronunciation. You cannot mispronounce. Are you getting how exactly the examination will happen? Right? Yeah, the first part they will ask you very simple questions, general questions. What do you do? What are you working? What are your hobbies? And some short types of questions the examination will ask you. When you will be speaking, you don't think about the timing. You just continue your speaking. When the time is over, the examiner will tell you that okay, it's done now. I'm going to jump over to the second part. Okay, so you don't have to keep yourself silent. Okay, you have to keep speaking continuously. Okay, and second part, they will give you a cue card. You have already seen it over here, right? And then the examiner will give you the examiner will give you some time, 1 or 2 minutes to think about some notes. You can make some notes on your notebook, and that in this area how you have to make, I'm just showing you a little bit here. For example, I'm giving you an example. For example, your topic is father. Suppose, just example I'm giving you, suppose your second topic is father. You have to talk about your father. Okay. So most of the time what happens, candidates don't understand what they can say actually during the examination. What can say? They think for a long time what they can say, and sometimes 2 minutes is not over, but they are silent. They finish their speaking, and then that's how you are going to lose your marks. So what you have to do in that situation, you can make a mind map. Okay, how? Look at here. Look at the board. You can do like this on the notebook. Look at the board. You can do this on the notebook and write down like this. Sorry. This is called mind map. Name. First, you are going to talk about your father's name, right? Occupation. Occupation or job. Hobbies. Uh, Relationship between you and he, means bonding. Okay. His educational qualification. So that means when you are noting like that way, okay, you don't have to think what you will say, we will say. You don't have to do like that, okay? Look at here, you can say, okay, my father's name is this, and he is a serviceman. His hobbies are. So that means one by one, you will automatically be able to speak. Understood? So that's the technique you should learn. Okay, when the examiner will tell you, you can make some notes if you wish. So you should make notes like this way. Okay, and that will help you to speak continuously for 2 minutes, because if you keep yourself silent, then your score will get deducted. So what you are going to do while you are speaking for 2 minutes, you just continue speaking. Don't look at when the 2 minutes is going to get over or not. It completely depends on the examiner. The examiner will tell you, okay, now it's over. Okay, clear? Understood? Once it is done, the third part, again the examiner will ask some questions related to the topic which has been mentioned in the cue card. Okay, more and more questions about the topic. Okay, clear? Let's do practice now. Okay, let's do practice now. Speaking. Okay, all right. This is the book you can buy to practice before examination. Okay, IELTS Cambridge. Okay, so I'll send you the picture. I think I told you earlier, right? I did not tell it. So, okay, you buy this book and practice, because before examination it's very important to practice. Okay.